Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dunbar Snack Bar here with the first game of MLB 2K12 that I guess is not a my player. This is the first viewer request game of MLB 2K12. It's the first full game as well. Now, I get this game requested more than anything else. Red Sox, Yankees, and what I have to do to keep my neutrality and everything is switch off between teams. So the last time I played this rivalry, I played as the Yankees. This time I'll be playing as the Red Sox with John Lester on the mound for me. Now, this is easily the greatest rivalry you're going to find in baseball, and probably the greatest rivalry you're going to find in all of professional sports. And I think that this rivalry is about to get a lot more exciting now that Bobby Valentine is the manager of the Red Sox, because he's already said some things that have really set off some Yankees fans. You know, the famous fit play with Derek Jeter, saying that he hates the Yankees just outright. Personally, I think that that's awesome because, you know, lately, for the last few years, I guess I should say, it seems like whenever I watch these games, it's like, Yankees, Red Sox, man, that was a great rivalry. But I think it's going to be coming back, so hopefully we'll be seeing some greater things out of this. Now, with this being the first game of MLB 2K12 that I've played, you're probably going to hear me say some things, just kind of giving you some more information about how the game kind of plays out. There are some things I cannot describe, like the feel of the game, which I do think has changed slightly from MLB 2K11. That's something I kind of like. It does have a different feel to it. Some things are a little bit different, and with this being the first full game, I get more than 3 innings to kind of decide, you know, what I think of it. Anyway, let's get to the game. Yankees getting a big hit in this one, as this hit goes into deep left field off of the monster. Crawford's got to get it into the infield in time to prevent the triple. Luckily, he does that. There's 2 outs, no big deal. Could get a ground ball out here, high fly ball, could get a strikeout. A lot of ways to get out of this inning, but I am playing the Yankees, so we're going to be seeing a ground ball into center field that is going to score the first run of the game. That's actually the first run that I've given up in MLB 2K12. So 1-0 Yankees early on here in the top of the first. Another reason I kind of wanted to play this game, by the way, you guys, is I know that the Yankees are a very, very tough team to play. It kind of holds true with every baseball game you have ever played over the course of your life. The Yankees have always been good. So it'll kind of give me a little bit of a challenge to see if the settings from MLB 2K11 that I've had will be just as good in this one. Alright, so A-Rod coming up to the plate. You can see that they have changed his attributes greatly. I think in like MLB 2K11 they give him like a 90+ power. Now he's in the 70s. That's kind of nice to see that 2K Sports did their research a little bit and kind of gave attributes for players that may be more in line with their performance in 2011. If you take a look at Carl Crawford on the flip side, he's got some pretty low ratings as well. Now, A-Rod really beat me up during the World Series. I mean, he was awesome when I played as the Chicago Cubs. Now, I'm not necessarily so worried about him, so I can kind of pitch to him and totally be all right with it. Man, that 12-6 curve was high. That was a dangerous, dangerous pitch. But anyway, one of the things I love about Lester is his cut fastball. I love that cutter. Man, anyway, Big Poppy here up at the plate in the second inning. Taking this one into right field. You got to love that. Tying the game up with a home run. Now, the thing about you Red Sox fans is you have to be really, really happy with your front office right now, because David Ortiz and the Red Sox were about ready to enter arbitration over his contract. Now, I know some of you are not really into baseball, so let me explain arbitration real quick. Now, if a player thinks that he deserves X amount of dollars, but the team says actually you deserve this much, what happens is they go to an arbitration, which means that somebody comes in, an arbitrator, and he listens to both sides and chooses who is more closer in line with what this player should really get. Now, that's never a good thing to really do. I mean, some teams are totally okay with it. People like Theo Epstein was not okay with it, because when you're sitting there in the room with the other player, you have to say, this is why we don't think you deserve this much. And sometimes you got to go over some pretty negative things. No player likes that. So a happy David Ortiz, I think, is a happy Red Sox team as a whole. So the fact that they got it all worked out early, didn't have to go to arbitration, is huge. David Ortiz has been a part of this team for some time. He's been a great part of the team as well. So to have him happy, mad props to the Red Sox front office for getting that one taken care of. All right, here we are, 4th inning. This hit going into center field. Wow, I'm lucky that that one ends up being only a single. That one could have very easily been a double. Anyway, So not too much has really happened. There's been a lot of ground ball outs, a lot of high pop flies, really no strikeouts, no hits outside of this one that you just saw. But anyway, here we are, still in the 4th. Runner still on first. On this pitch, it's going basically in the same spot. Jacoby Ellsbury on the wrong side of second base. Oh, man. Pedroia, you got to get that in, buddy. Oh, he waited. Oh, man. Yankees up 2-1 now. So that was a pretty decent hit. Now, the thing is we've been kind of neck and neck throughout this entire game. I mean, like I said, ground ball outs, high pop flies. Everybody's had a lot of contact with the ball. There have been a lot of hits, actually, by both teams. But just nothing really to get too excited about. It's like your single that you see every single time. Anyway, Punto getting this one here. Oh, man, that's in the red. And he gets the error. That's my first error of 2K12. Why are the Yankees not going? They could have totally got another run off of that. That error could have hurt me a lot more than it really did, because this just ends up being a bad stat on the scoreboard. Not cool. Now, that's a big thing that the Red Sox kind of have to figure out this year, is what's going to happen at the shortstop position with the loss of Marco Scutaro. He, of course, going to the Rockies. That was kind of an interesting move. But I think that that is something that's really going to hurt the Red Sox over the year. Youkilis getting the hit here, putting runners on first and second, by the way. We are still in the 4th inning. All right, Big Papi up now. Hitting that high four-seam fastball into right center. Oh, man. That's going to be 1 run for me. I may have been able to get another one if I was smarter about base running, but I will take that 1 run, and I will tie it up at 2. Love that. Big Papi's been huge so far. All right, here we are. Carl Crawford laying down the bunt. Oh, man. Catcher has to go away from home. That's going to score 1. Crawford going around first, going to second, slides safe. What an awesome play for MLB 2K12. That's a great play to have in your first game, right? Oh, I got dangerous on that one, went with a risky play, and it worked out because really nothing happened except I got a run. It was like a free run. Runner still on second and third. No outs come from that play. Man, 3-2. What a great way to get the lead. That was awesome. Oh, and that is not awesome. Yankees getting a home run. Tied up at 3. Curtis Granderson getting that one, of course. Not cool. You tell the crowd got a little quiet. I got a little quiet. That was a pretty sombering home run right there. Anyway, it seems like we are still tied, basically. Going 1 run wide after another. You're just answering back every single time. And that's something I kind of like, because whenever you play a game, if you do terrible, it's not fun. If you win by a lot, it can be not fun. But when a game's really close like this, you're guaranteed to have an exciting game. Yankees getting another hit on this one. Now, whoa, what was that throw? Ellsbury, man. It seems like whenever you get it in the red, it's a lot less forgiving. Stolen base. I'm loving it. It's going into center field. The Yankees getting the error. You better believe I'm running towards third. And what was that throw? Oh, man, that was crazy. Why would you go an off-balance throw, throwing it like 15 feet? Heck yes, I'm stealing second. Now I got runners on second and third again. It's still in the 5th inning. Man, that is sweet. You got to love having runners on second and third. CC Sabathia, I don't know what's going on, man. He's just not had a great first part of the game. I'm going to try and keep stealing off of him. Now, bases are loaded after a walk from CC. This is going to score 2. I'm going to get runners on first and third. I'm loving this. 5-3 now. So I'm getting that lead that I'm wanting to get, and there is still plenty of inning ahead, because I am not getting out of this here anytime soon. At least that's the feeling that I get. I'm going to try and steal bases as often as I can, you guys. So you're going to be seeing a lot of me creeping over, kind of like that. But this time I don't do it. Hit a ball into left field. That one's kind of bouncing off of the monster as well, a little bit lower. I'm going to round third. I'm going to come home. Not even going to contest that one. Wow, 6-3 now. Now, I was kind of glad to be able to see that I could steal bases, because after playing the demo, I thought it was going to be super hard to be able to do. Base running has become a little bit more difficult because you got to lead off early. You can't necessarily creep over. You basically have to say, hey, I'm stealing, and hope the computer does nothing about it. But the fact that I've done it twice this game, that makes me happy. So I'm going to be stealing as much as I can. Anyway, I'm surprised that they haven't pulled CC yet. They need to probably do that pretty soon. And I would laugh if they bring in Jabba Chamberlain. For those of you who watched the Chicago Cubs World Series that I did, you guys know what I'm talking about. But I kind of want to see if I'm going to have as much success against Jabba Chamberlain as I have against, in this game as I did in last year's game. Anyway, man, you can see that my pitches have evolved over the last few innings. It's really that changeup that I have I probably shouldn't throw right now, which is why it's in the yellow. You, of course, want to throw some of the pitches that are in the green. Green means good. So this is kind of nice to be able to see that evolution take place because, like I said, with the demo, I only got 3 innings. So now that I'm in the 7th, I can see how it kind of evolves more over a game. And with the way that it's been going, I think it's not really going to inhibit the way that I pitch at all. I mean, sometimes I got to be like, all right, well, maybe I shouldn't throw this right here. And you can see with, oh my gosh, that was a bad pitch, and I paid for it. But, I mean, you can see that with the red numbers, you can see which ones that they've gotten hits off of. The green ones are ones that I've had a lot of success with, like the 12-6 curve or with the splitter. Anyway, Punto stepping on second, throwing it over to first. Gonzalez touching first for the double play. Man, that shut down the Yankees pretty quick. Ah, sweet dive. Nice one, Teixeira. Teixeira says he's going to bunt this year. I think that goes completely against his strengths, but I don't know. Anyway, when you go back and take a look at it, that one actually goes through his glove. Let's take a look, because to me, this kind of made me crack up a little bit here because this might be the first glitch of MLB 2K12. Look at that, right through the webbing of his glove, actually through his fingers too, and that's what gets you out. By the way, you guys, I'm keeping track of all the glitches I come across, and I'm going to do a glitch video. Like, it's just me showing glitches. A lot of you wanted to see something like that. I think it'd be kind of cool. Anyway, so there's one, I guess, to add to the list. All right, here we are. 8th inning. Still got Lester in, which I'm kind of surprised with. I thought that I'd have to pull him out early. Crawford, what was that, dude? I threw that one to second, and it goes home. I thought I let go, too. Anyway, Punto here, getting into Pedroia, getting into Gonzalez, getting the double play. That's 2 double plays in the last 2 innings. Defense for the Red Sox are showing up, so maybe that issue at shortstop may not be that big of a concern at all. Heck yes, that's an amazing play. Thank you, scoreboard, for telling me something I already knew. Wow, that sounded really conceited. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't want to do that. Anyway, Yankees now. Runners on first and second. They're starting to threaten here a little bit. If I know anybody who could close the gap here and come away with the lead in the last couple innings, it's the Yankees. Carl Crawford. Oh, what was that? That is the first time I think I've seen the computer try and dive for a ball. Too bad it ended up being an error, though. So off of that, we've got Crawford on third. Man. So I will take that off of that missed catch. I will get to third. Wow, if that had gone any deeper, I might have tried to go for an inside the park home run. Let's hope that that is not something that we see a lot from the computer. Because if they do that, then that's not cool, not fair. Anyway, still in the 8th. Big hit into left center. That is going to score Crawford. We're going to be looking at a double. It may be close. Oh, get there, sliding head first. 7-3 now in the 8th. So we've got 1 run already. Got another runner in scoring position. No outs right now. This could prove to be a very good inning. And it seems like that throughout this entire game, it's been me chipping away. All right, so there they go, bringing away Sabathia, bringing in Hughes. We'll see how having a new pitcher in the mix kind of changes things. It seems like whenever a team goes to the bullpen, though, it just becomes that much easier. And he walks me. Now, the thing is, though, that was like, I mean, and I kind of noticed this out of CC. It's like a 1-1 count. They throw a couple pitches to me, and then they go with the intentional walk. I wonder if that's a glitch or if the computer is really meaning to do that. Because every time they walk me, man, I am benefiting off of that. Just like I do right here. Here's one more run. Oh, I was thinking about maybe rounded first. So there's 2 runs that scored. 9-3 now. Wow, this has gotten pretty one-sided in the last few innings. Yankees had a great first half of the game. The last second half, during the second half, they really have not been able to string anything together offensively. All right, so 1 out. Here I go, stealing a base. Oh, it's kind of a little bit off. I think if that would have been on, I might have been out. But there's another stolen base. Now, I was talking about Sabathia taking a while. Hughes takes even longer to kind of go through his delivery and, get his pitch to the catcher here. So you might see some more stolen bases. This one into right field. That's going to score 1 more. So we're looking at 10-3 now. Man, I'm tempted to just lay down a bunt and get this over with, because this is getting kind of crazy on how much offense I've been able to put together. I don't know if this is me finally getting used to the game. Maybe the difficulty has changed in the game as well. Like what was 60 or 65 is not really 60 or 65 anymore. I might have to take a look at changing that. Here we go with another stolen base. Wow. All right, so aggressive base running is still going to be the name of the game for me here, since I can do it with the Red Sox. Now, of course, when you got Pedroia and Ellsbury, those are 2 great guys to kind of go get stolen bases with. So it might just be that I'm playing as the Red Sox. Anyway, Youkilis getting this one. Youkilis has had a great game. That's going to be another run. All right, 11-3. Can we get this over with, please? 2 outs, though, so hopefully this will be over with. That was kind of like a hit and run, too, because I was like, if this is not a good pitch, I'm going to try and steal third. This is the time where I'm starting to test the waters a little bit and kind of see how things play out. I don't really steal third too much. Nobody really steals third too much in real life, so I kind of wanted to test that. But anyway, now I decided to bring Lester out here in the 9th. I want to go with Bailey, and kind of for selfish reasons. Bailey was the closer for the Oakland A's. He replaced Jonathan Papelbon as the closer. So Andrew Bailey is kind of filling some big shoes, I think. Papelbon was a pretty decent closer. And when he was playing for the A's, of course, really don't have that much offense going for him. So, a lot of his pitching stats, like saves, have been influenced. I mean, slightly was influenced by that. Now, of course, saves is a great indicator of how good a reliever is, especially a closer, but man, I'm kind of excited to see how he's going to do on the Red Sox. I'm kind of happy for him that he made the jump from the A's to the Red Sox. Small market team to a large market team where I think he's going to really get everything that he deserves. I mean, all the attention. I think there's going to be a great fan base who's going to really enjoy having him on the team. And even though he's not playing for my team, I really wish him all the best. Wow, 12-3. Crazy how this game has turned out. Now, of course, you have those games where you just do really, really well. Hopefully this is that. I mean, I might have to play a few more games on the old 2K11 settings, see if that's the case. I might just up the difficulty, though, just because I need to work up to something, I guess. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to up the difficulty here on the next few games. So, I don't know, kind of be prepared for that. Anyway, here we are in the top of the 9th. 2 outs. Pitching to Derek Jeter here. The high fastball. Pedroia has got to run to get to that one here. And he makes the catch. So that's going to end the game. Red Sox win the first Viewer Request game 12-3. You can see we both had a lot of hits. That is a huge amount of hits. But it was fun. So I appreciate you guys watching. It's time for you guys to send in your games that you would like to see. So go ahead, put in the comments below. People thumbs up the ones that you want to see, because I can't do the whole thing I used to do last year where you send me a message. I got flooded with a ton of messages and I couldn't do them all. So post what you guys want to see. Thumbs up the one that you want to do, and that may be the next game that I play. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. You guys know you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter and all that jazz. I'll keep posting MLB games. This is my bread and butter right here. But again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope you guys have a good one.